Welcome to LKN Connect, People in the Know. I'm Margi Kyle. In this session, we have two people that you need to know. I am extremely proud to introduce Dr. Heath Blanchette, Executive Director of Watchmen of the Streets, along with his son, Israel, who has created Beans and Things for the homeless. So I think I'll start with you, Heath, and just Watchmen of the Street has such a powerful presence, unfortunately and fortunately, in the area. I did not realize there were so many homeless people. Can you share with us the inspiration in creating it?
Yes, Margie, thank you, and thanks for having us on. Uh, yeah, the inspiration for creating it is just seeing people in need in our area, the Charlotte area and greater Lake Norman. You know, just seeing people in need, seeing people that are kind of falling through the cracks, that might need some extra hope, might need some resources, some extra help that are often overlooked and just building real relationships with people. I've always had a heart to help those that others overlook and to see them thrive and feel value, hope, and dignity. It's always been a part of me, I think, since middle school, which about Israel's age.
Yeah, well, your father had a strong interest in helping people as well, and Israel's just following the same direction. Um, Israel, you started a little sideline called Beans and Things.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I don't know exactly when I started it, but it all really just started when number one, trailers normally crowded with people trying to give out meals. So I'm like, okay, I want to have like small little section of my own. So I had this little rollable cart, and then I just put it was canned goods, all that stuff in it, and I just started serving that and wheeling that out. And then I eventually transformed it into the back of the truck bed where I serve it now.
So people come up and you just throw out some canned goods to them,
Yep.
which is a blessing. So your approach is very different to the homeless outreach. What makes it unique?
So, to me, what makes it unique, and is part of the heart and the drive, the passion behind the mission, is to go to help people and to serve people and to love people that have fallen through the cracks, that are overlooked by society, or that simply people don't know exist. Way into encampments, under bridges, into the woods, where people have to do quite a bit of looking around, walking, and really making an effort to find people. Some people are back so far back in the woods and places with mental illness or physical ailments that they'll never be found unless somebody goes and seeks them out. And so we're so grateful for those that have facilities and offer resources so that we can direct them that way. But we're kind of like the EMTs going to bring people to the hospital to those resources or to make people comfortable in the meantime. That basically they might not have dialed 911, but they need an emergency. It's like an emergency call. Um, we've encountered so many things and so much suffering way away from the public eye, and so being able to go to where people go to help people where they're at
Okay.
is really the heart. I think that sets us apart from that.
So if people listening want to know how they can help, what are you really needing?
We always kind of need the same thing. Things change a little bit with the winter and different seasons. So of course during the winter months we need like hand warmers and those sort of things. But like right now, this past Saturday, we took a 20 something group out from Lake Forest Church, and I mean, there were hundreds. I hate to say it, but there was literally hundreds of people outside on the streets that aren't in shelters or weren't in shelters yet because it's daytime. And I mean, it was so hot, and people were just all over the ground, laying around, trying to get hydrated. The mosquitoes were bad, and it was really a sad picture of our time right now. And even a lot of the tents, they're just lined up on the side of the street. And so we see that we're having more and more issue with housing and people getting into shelters and shelters being full. And obviously we're growing as a city and our surrounding cities. And so the need is so great. And so right now, hydration, waters, Gatorades, things to cool off with. We always need tents because that's shelter from all kinds of ailments. The sun, the rainstorms. We need
Yeah.
sleeping bags, everything, all of those types of things. And what helps us the most, I feel like, though, is funding, because we can't run a nonprofit without funding for to help us with our trailer and our inventory and all the things that really set us up to be successful to go and to help people in the first place. And so people can go to watchmenofthestreets.com, and people can give and sign up to volunteer on there. And so we encourage people to do that.
So I guess the website is the best way to get in touch with you.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. Yeah, our
Even
email.
a couple of cans of bug spray is appreciated.
Oh, yes. And so, I mean, we were doing a dance. We were literally our group was doing a dance last time. We were all hopping around because the mosquitoes were biting us relentlessly every couple of seconds. And so we got out the spray and we're spraying ourselves, and we're thinking, can you imagine living in this
Yeah,
all the time?
I can't.
You
I
know?
can't.
And so there's a big need for bug spray.
And Israel, it was great to see you in my storage unit picking out some toys and books
Yeah.
and things that you knew the kids would enjoy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yeah, he said, "Dad, we need to get more educational things and pour into these children them learning."
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, where did you come from? I'm like
He
that.
learned
Yes, we do.
well.
Yes, we do. But I would have to admit, I probably would have chosen the toys when I was that age. And the Slinkies were a huge hit. And the really neat thing is just to see all these children like squealing with delight and so happy, and then their mother's happy, and it was just amazing. So I'm so thankful to you, Margie, and Little Smiles, North Carolina, for
Yeah.
partnering with us to make that happen, because we've never really seen that many homeless children before.
Yeah.
And now they're around, they're outside the shelters and things waiting to get in. So thank you so much for that.
Well, all that you do and the meals and sleeping bags and blankets and pillows. I mean, it takes so little to help a family in need that I hope everyone will go to. Just give us that website one more time for those who maybe didn't get all of it.
It's watchmenofthestreets.com. So real easy.
Isn't it .org?
It's .com.
All right. Anything else in the last minute or so that we have?
I was just going to say back on, because I was thinking about the beans and things that Israel started up. And what I love about that is he might not remember, but I think he was about 3 or 4 years old when he started. He was pretty young. Um, and he would bag up canned goods. He still does. Ask people what they want, puts them in bags, and then he used to say, not to embarrass you, buddy, but he used to say, "Thank you for shopping with us," and and then he'll say, "Have a nice day," and and people would smile real big, and they'd take their bag of groceries and they would be thankful. And and he didn't see any difference and those experiencing homelessness as to anybody else. He's just gathering food for people and handing out bags, and he didn't know it at the time, probably at his age, but he was bringing people hope and dignity,
Yeah,
and treating them like they're no different, because they're really not. The only
they
difference
aren't.
is that
Yeah.
we have a roof and they don't, and that's a part of the heart of Watchmen of the Streets. Yes, we're providing needs. Yes, we're trying to save lives and essential survival items. But at the end of the day, we want people to have hope and dignity and know that they are of worth.
Thank you for all you do, both of you. I'm just so proud to know you both. If you're a person in the know that we should know, please contact me at designingdr, that's DESINGDR@gmail.com, and we'll make sure that people get to know what you're doing. This community is such a giving community that stories like we just heard are beautiful. So thank you both for everything that you're doing to make this a great place to live. Bye for
And you
now.
too. Thank you, Morgan.